Riz. I'm alright, thank you, sir. How are you? Not too shabby. Liverpool champions. What's up, brother? How you doing? Cheers, man. I appreciate it. I mean, it was sort of what we said on stream, wasn't it? Just off the cuff. We do have another one. We have another one to watch. So we'll watch that as well. Kelly Fowler, I appreciate you following. Yeah, man, we got another one. It's from the big boy himself, to be fair. It's from Astacross. Who's Eccles? Who's Eccles? Oh, don't know. Never seen this Eccles name before in my life. Right, Gunsmith.
Nice shooting.
Why has everything gone down to 100 rating? Everything's been reset, Eccles. So essentially, you're starting from scratch again. Is the easiest way I can put it.
Till next time.
Yeah, I really like it personally. A lot of people don't like it, but I feel like the people that don't like it moan when nothing's reset. So it's one of them, innit? Well, Mac's going to get to now. I think it's like 250. I think. Gives you something to work towards. Yeah, that's the whole point of the grind, right? The whole point is to grind. I can't really word it any other way, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? I just look, it is what it is, right? People moan about anything just to have a moan, which is essentially what everyone's doing, really. Evil. Jesus Christ, what a name. Sniper guy. Sniper guy. Am I good? Yeah, I'm alright, man. I'm just ill. How are you? Yeah, my day's going alright, thank you very much. I guess you could try a new class now with the whole reset shit. Yeah, you could try a new class. You could do all sorts. Fucking hell, Captain's higher than me now. Captain! But yeah, before we play anything, pardon me, we've got another review to watch. Redoing the campaign of my hunter, very nice. So yeah, we're watching Astacross's his. I'm good, just checking on people who look sick. Oh, cheers, mate. That's so kind. I mean, you've just essentially said I look unwell, but I appreciate you, pal. Not like that prick who spent. Oh yeah, well yeah, exactly. If you, again, the campaign now you know what to do, where to go, etc. It will go quick like that. And again, you're gonna get better loot, etc. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna watch his honest review of it. So far, I think his title is probably the most accurate so far. Everyone else has just put first impressions or my review, and it's been out a day, essentially a day, like 2 days. I know, Evil. I'm joking, brother. I'm joking. It's all good. So yeah, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna see what he says, and see if just see how he goes. Really, again, he's one of the individual. Hello. He's one of the individuals that put feedback into it after playing it. So he played it 6 months ago, or however long, gave feedback, and Bungie listened to that feedback. So let's see what he says.
Whose thoughts are right now that it's been, over 24 hours since it came out. All right, guys, what's our poll at right now? We're doing a poll. How do you feel about Edge of Fate? Awesome, great, mid, shit, horrible. Okay, so most people are saying great at 45%, followed by mid at 43%, and then 9% at awesome, 2% at shit, 1% horrible. Okay, just curious. Just wanted to know what you guys, how y'all are feeling about it. Man, here's the thing. Like, I'm going to be probably called a shill for saying this, but man, I got to give credit where credit is due. And to be quite honest with you, I thought the narrative banged and the story was really good. And I was very skeptical. There was nothing about Lodi initially that I was like, I'm going to like this character. And then I ended up liking him. And it's actually turned into one of my favorite characters. I hope that sustains too. But I really do like Lodi's character, how it also ties into Ikora. I won't lie to you and say that Ikora's voice actors changing was pretty jarring.
These readings have a bearing. Gravimetric distortions leading out past orbit.
Yeah, Echoes, man, yeah. Be a bit weird if I didn't after completing it.
Like footprints.
Literally, the first thing, as soon as she spoke, I was like, who's that then? Literally like, who's that? Who the fuck is this?
As y'all know, there was the strike going on, and Ikora's VA was actually Savathun's VA. And so if you play the campaign, you'll notice immediately it's like Ikora does not sound like Ikora. Actually sounds like Savathun, and that's because it is Savathun's VA. With that being said, though, the narrative banged. Now, the problem areas that I'm seeing is that a lot of people felt like the campaign kind of dragged on a bit due to the tutorial aspects of Matter Ball, the cannon, Mattermorph, all that stuff. Like, I would say the first half, the campaign was very focused around introductory stuff to the new characters in the new area and lore building. But outside of that, it was a lot of just like, hey, this is how you use Matter Ball. This is how you use the cannon. And then, of course, like Mattermorph. And here's the thing. They're destination abilities, not actually abilities you can use anywhere else outside of the game. So it's not like a subclass where you're like, yo, this cooks. I can't wait to bring it into whatever content, whether that be a raid, dungeon, or PvP to try it out. So the first half of the campaign, I completely understand why some people say it just drug on. The second half of the campaign was whenever it was like, all right, we've got the tutorial stuff out of the way. Now it's time to get into the meat and potatoes of the narrative. And you'll know what I'm talking about when you've played, because you'll be essentially the scene with Ikora. And I won't spoil any of that for you guys, but it was really, really good. And it opened things up that I never really questioned about. Like, I never questioned about what was the Guardian like before they became a Guardian. What was these, you've seen a little bit about Zavala and I guess like Crow and Aldrin, but like, you don't really think beyond, current history.
G Black, what do you mean correction? What do you mean?
So from that cutscene onward, the campaign really banged for me. The ending also really good, because essentially what ends up happening, and I guess this is kind of spoilery as well, is that it's a lot of setup for the 9, and I was really concerned that Bungie was going to mess this up. It kind of reminds me, y'all remember when Bungie gave us Curse of Osiris, and we had heard about Osiris through Trials of Osiris, and then we finally get Osiris. And I guess it was all right. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't anything crazy. And then, of course, Curse of Osiris just wasn't that great to begin with. I was kind of concerned that with the 9 being something Bungie's never expanded on, that it was going to be a miss and that we just weren't going to be that intrigued by it. I mean, it's kind of like the post-Avenger situation. Situation with what happens after Thanos. No one really cares about the Eternals. Maybe you do, but a lot of people didn't. I will say that the 9 their introductory was really, really good, and more specifically, their own mortality. And you'll know more about that when you play the campaign. But I thought it was really, the setup for that was really good. And then not only was the setup for that really good, you will walk away from the campaign with a clear goal in mind. You're like, all right, what is this saga going to be about? And it's about this involving the 9. And so that to me is really good versus campaign experience like we've had in the past, which has been a bit of ambiguous in its ending. It's like, all right, did we kill the bad guy? Who even is the bad guy?
We are indeed,
and in this case, we don't necessarily have a clear, definitive bad guy. We just have people that are messing with the system and an objective that we must fulfill. And then also Lodi's character and how he changed toward the end, I thought was really, really good. So again, I praise Kepler, or not Kepler.
You go straight in there. Shut the door. What are you thinking about Cross? I haven't got a problem with anything he said so far. Again, I've never had a problem with Cross. He's probably my favourite one. Can I do the thing? What thing?
I've praised the narrative a ton. That's the thing that's really stood out to me the most in this entire expansion. But I completely understand why the first half of the campaign kind of drove some people away, because it's like, dude, I don't want to learn this tutorial on abilities that I can't even take outside of Kepler. The abilities themselves really aren't bad. I think, they're pretty cool. I'm actually curious to know if we're going to get them in the raid at all. There is lots of different upgrades that we're going to be doing to them and currently doing to them right now. But normally they wouldn't have a role at all in the raid. But just lock them to the destination does seem kind of a waste. I think it's way better. A lot of people are making comparisons to Deep Side, but I think it's way better than Deep Side. As far as Kepler goes, the destination is...
Gels. In.
There's nothing really that crazy about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's an easy destination to get lost in. And, you know, I would say in terms of just like pure sex appeal, you know what I mean? It's not the sexiest destination either. A lot of people are like, okay, it's Tangle Shore with a little more color to it, which I get. So I get why some people are a little bored with it. The Aeonians are, you're right. You know, you interact with them, but it's like via text prompt, and, you know, not really characters you interact with all that much. Also, the text prompt is something that Bungie seems to have changed across the game. Almost have like an RPG or like almost like mobile-esque element to it, which might be off-putting to some people. But Kepler, yeah, I definitely wouldn't jump up and be like, yo, this destination is just balling. Nor would I jump up and say that about the Sieve activity either. You know what I mean? I don't walk away from the Sieve going, bruh, you know, this is it. Now, I don't know how much that's going to change over time, that activity itself, or even Kepler, if Kepler is going to change over time. I'm just saying, like, initially just talking about the destination, it's not like, hey, it's a Dreaming City type destination or a Pale Heart destination. And a lot of it kind of runs it together. Now, I will say this, for what Bungie was trying to accomplish, it is a destination that you could get lost in multiple objectives on. You know, you pull up the objectives, you know, you go over here, you hit Kepler, you start in this one area, and you kind of get pulled all over the place, man. You may start off going, I'm going to do this one quest in mind, and then you'll be jumping from objective to objective. And at this point, when we're on the power grind, that's pretty important. And interestingly enough, our power leveling right now consists of us doing the portal activity and doing pinnacle grind for this mission called Encore. And so we're not even actively doing Kepler objectives, because it's just more advantageous to do this, get our level up, and then go back and tackle Fable and Mythic tiers for Kepler. And I know a lot of people are like, well, that sucks, because wouldn't you...
If I fought any haters yet, not yet. I don't think any will turn up. I don't have any issue with anything he's saying right now, because he's being fair. And again, this is how you do it.
Want to do the new content? I get that too. Build wise and exotics. Let me say these two exotics right now. This one is absolutely busted, and I think that Bungie's gonna address it before the raid for sure. But it's really, really good, and I also just enjoy using it. Kind of gives me a universal remote. This exotic hand cannon is one of my favorite weapons in the game at this point. I just got this rocket-assisted frame pulse rifle right here, which this roll just dropped. Chain reaction, reround rounds. That's pretty wild. I think the strongest point right now for this expansion is going to be if you're a major build crafter, you want to farm your ass off and get high stat distributions and do more damage across the board, whether it's a weapon stat bonus or a super or your discipline or your melee, or I guess grenade is what it's called. That's a really strong point. I think build crafters are going to be eating really, really good this expansion. I think people that just like to also just test their builds, like this right here, guys, this change that Bungie gave us, this shooting range area, one of the best things Bungie's ever given us. We played with it this morning. We were just testing around some weapons, and I don't think I'm ever going to go back to testing things the way I've tested things in the past. I think everything across the board is going to be tested in this shooting range. So where I got to give props, shooting range, huge. Builds and the stat distribution changes they've done, also good. And the narrative is good. Weak points, destination abilities, people are just not that crazy about them. People will always want a new subclass over destination abilities all day long. The destination itself, unless it alters and changes over time, it's not a huge selling point for people either. And the portal is something that's I'm getting used to, but we'll see how that plays out in the long run. Is it going to be a seasonal story? This whole year of contents from Edge of Fate is going to be laid out differently than we've ever had before, because right around the corner, once we get through this batch of content plus this raid, then we're going to be ramping up going into Ash and Iron, which is returning back to the Plague Lands, which is a location back in Rise of Iron and Destiny 1. Don't know what activities are going to be associated with that, or even what the hell we're even going to be doing in the Plague Lands. And then right after that, we're going to be
Irons. Oh yeah, do it. Yeah, fucking Kelly Fowler, eat my ass. What you on about? Ruby Shadows. Destiny sucks. It's my favourite game. Like, fucking hell. If you truly liked it, Ruby, you wouldn't say it sucks.
We're going to be ramping up to go into Renegades, which is the Star Wars themed expansion. My question is how in the hell is Bungie, because yesterday's campaign was about a 6 to 7 hour long campaign, and it was chocked full of cutscenes and big lore bombs and all kinds of stuff, and it's stuff that really does take time to flesh out. I don't know how they're going to follow up with something equivalent of that inside of Renegades, because it's the same price, and if it doesn't follow up with that same level of quality in its narrative, where else is Renegade going to make up for that? You know, what else is it going to be?
I have 16 hours, trust I love the game. Well, don't say it sucks then. Don't say it sucks, Ruby. This is the problem. This is what we were saying earlier. Too many people say the game sucks, but play it non-stop. If you like the game and play the game, be positive about it.
Bringing outside of just a dungeon. But we're getting lightsabers. Look, don't get me wrong. I like Star Wars. A lightsaber is not going to be enough for me, but we'll see. All I can say about Edge of Fate is I think it's getting heavily downvoted or shut down online, probably for a variety of reasons. And it obviously is not going to be bringing the same numbers that Final Shape brought. Yeah, that's the end of a 10-year saga. I wish it would have, but it's not. The numbers definitely don't reflect what the quality of the expansion, in my opinion. I really like this story and this narrative, and I think that the setup here for this, however many years this is going to go, I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Andy Burgess says, the toxic people with no patience to ruin the game. Yeah, agree. It's a joke. I think it's amazing, and they're headed in a great direction. The DLC was fire. Yeah, see that? Yeah, well, if you felt that way, Ruby, why didn't you say so? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen such a conflicted set of people playing a video game before in my entire life. Do you know what I mean? I just think that all the people that are downvoting it. I mean, should we have a look? Let's have a look. I don't even know how I look on here, but we'll. Let's have a look at people's. Here we go. I just had the leader kick a player before getting his loot because he was behind. So that's what I mean. People like that, just rats. Where do I see the reviews? Oh, here we go. See, that's just ridiculous. Listen to this. I got so bored playing this campaign, I considered finishing it tomorrow, but then I'd have to play it tomorrow. Like, you're an absolute dick. Sorry, you're just an absolute penis. DLC is pretty middle of the pack. It isn't as bad as Lightfall or Shadowkeep, but it's nowhere near things like Witch Queen or Final Shape. Besides a new character introduced and Drifter, everyone else kind of just feels lifeless, like they were just reading off the lines with little to no emotion behind their words. Story, ... That's too many dots for that. You need 3, that's it. Is there? I guess. Like, it's okay-ish. Some parts intrigue me, but overall it's just basic storytelling. Destination ability overall sucks. Like an avid Metroid fan, even I got tired of this new mechanic after like 5 minutes of using it. And it just became tedious to use and also led to a lot of motion sickness. New enemy types are cool, nothing crazy, but at least makes fighting the same goon factions but reskin feel a little more refreshing. DLC is pretty as usual with Bungie and the Outstar, and the OST is really good for the DLC. Bungie never had an issue in this department anyways. System changes all. Yeah, Anthony, I'm just reading them to see what they say, pal. I've completed the DLC and I liked every second of it. This isn't going to change my opinion on the DLC at all. Rest assured. But I think what we need to do, as people who like the game and like the DLC, is do the right thing and leave good reviews, bump it up, promote it, right? Because essentially if we like the game, we play the game, we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it dead. We don't want to see it get destroyed like it is now. People are just being dicks for no reason. Like, look, this person's got pretty in-depth on their review, right? So they're moaning about this. System changes all released literally broken. Half of them don't even work, and as of now, feels exactly the same as it did before, which isn't that bad. How can they be broken but not bad? That makes no sense. I expected a lot more than some number changes and weapon tweaks. Why did you expect more when they told you what to expect? You know? They told you what was coming, yet you still fail to manage your own expectations. Cool, good. Ritual playlist changes are neat on paper, but just makes a system that never needed to be touched more confusing, especially for people to try to get into / back into the game. They said they wanted to help new players into the game, but all these changes make it worse, forcing people to refarm gear every 6 months and pretty much soft setting all the gear they have farmed for the past 3 years isn't the way to keep the player retention up. Okay, if it's not the way to keep the player retention up, tell us how to keep it up. Mr. whatever your name is. Tell us. Overall, my expectations weren't that high and they delivered about halfway. But you haven't even managed your own... Oh my god. So see what I mean? It's just people like this that are idiots. But yeah, we'll read some more. Just give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes and I'll be back. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Right, where were we? People are mad. Bungie's doing what every other MMO has done since MMOs become a thing. New season, farm new gear. Yeah, that's essentially the point, right? Why would we... Like, my thing has always been, like, the loot has to be worth the grind, right? And if it's not, then... Dummy! Like, I personally, from my experience in Destiny 2, I never done any of the raids apart from Kingsfall. And, Kingsfall, Vault Glass, and Root of Nightmares. I never really fussed about any other raids or their weapons. Pardon me, because the normal stuff was just so much better. Other than no mic was stream quality. Yeah, it was good, man. It was nice. It was good quality, man. We're just reading reviews on Edge of Fate at the moment. It is what it is, dummy, man. It is what it is. It happens, man. Need to get yourself a new motherboard, brother. Let's read this one. Sniffing Cat. This campaign is the most basic, boring, and soul-sucking experience I've ever had to endure. The hardest part is trying not to fall asleep whilst playing it. All you is become a ball, spend 5 minutes looking for a hole in the wall, to then open a door, kill some enemies, rinse and repeat for 5 hours. Do not buy until this studio gets their act together. How much you want to bet they got? Oh, yeah, there's no way they completed it. Nope. Nope. They focus too much on parkour and puzzle solving instead of gunplay and the MMO aspect of the game. They added a lot of extra steps to the battles. I don't want to turn into a ball rolling around charging batteries for 3 phases just to be able to hurt the boss. It's not even boring at this point, it's annoying. I can't even enjoy the new weapon gameplay because all of the bad mechanic puzzle solvings. If this continues after the campaign, I'll probably give up on Destiny 2 after all these years, but the free update was refreshing. I finally have something to grind for again. But you've just said that there's no MMO aspect of the game. But you've got something to grind for. No. Not useful. Right, let's read a positive one. Okay, so recommended. It's alright, better than Shadowkeep. OJ hate, yeah, they do, man. Adventures, they'll find any reason to. I know that. We all know that. But it's people like this that ruin the game for people that actually like it. Yeah, dummy, that's the problem, right? So people moaned about the game having no story before and no grind. Now it's a problem. That's the thing. People just want. There's this weird thing where like people go, yeah, we want stuff to grind for. We want to do it. Blah 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 blah. And then as soon as there's something to grind for, if they don't like how they have to grind for it, then it's a problem. But it's like, what more do you want? They're like, these people are the most indecisive people. They cannot make up their mind. They can't just shut the fuck up and just play the game. And then with the puzzles and the mechanics, look, I swear there was a time. I mean, there was mechanics in the final shape for story stuff. Like, we had to be, what's the word? Transcendent to do certain stuff. That's a mechanic in a game. We weren't moaning then. Well, I say we. They weren't moaning then. But yeah, let's read a good one. So it's alright, better than Shadow Keep, but not any significant margin. Join me on Saturday Marathon. You join me, bruv. I don't understand why this expansion is getting so many extreme reviews. It's certainly not an S tier like people are saying, but it's also not the worst DLC ever made like other people are saying. It's a 6 or 7 out of 10. The Raiden Dungeon will help define the expansion more. Good. Would I recommend this expansion? It really depends. If you like Destiny and want to participate in the Raiden Dungeon, then sure. If you're here for casual gameplay or no endgame activities, then I probably wouldn't recommend this to a returning player until it goes on sale. That's stupid. Seen a lot of people having to... Yeah, exactly. They're moaning that they're having to farm a mission. But guess what? Like you said, OJ, they don't actually have to farm it. I swear there's... I want to grind but don't want to grind. Fuck's sake, Hines. I swear there's no dungeons until Renegades. I think you might be right. Or is it Ash and Iron or whatever it's called? Unsure. Good, 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 good. Should we look at this person's other 2 reviews? This person... Fucking hell. $552 people found this review funny. How can you... Why are you finding this 0 hours on record? He's not even played it. He's not even put 1 hour into it. Should we have a look at someone else? 0.0 hours on record. I mean, they don't like anything. That's it. Fucking hell, right. 2,401. Okay. I don't think playtime is shown on a DLC. Okay, that's shit. That's annoying though, isn't it? OJ, exactly that. We watched. We were just finishing up on Astro Cross's take on it, and again, his review is he does it a little bit differently, which I don't see a problem with. So he's essentially saying people don't like this or that. Fair, fine. But he's also saying that he really enjoyed certain things, right? Which is good. That's what you're meant to do on a review. You're meant to say, this is good, that's not. This is what I would have preferred, right? When it comes to Clyde, whatever his stupid fucking name is, he just went in on it for no reason and just absolutely destroyed the game for hundreds of thousands of people to watch. But says he loves the game, even though he's just sat there for 20 minutes saying it's one of the worst DLCs they've ever made. But hey, whatever.
The gameplay sucked, but the narrative was good. Like what? The video game? I was saying the gameplay sucked. I was saying I understand why people didn't like the destination abilities. At the end of the day, Destiny is a fantastic game to still play. I think the gameplay is very much still Destiny and very much still solid with an assortment of different builds that you can build into beyond what we could before with the 200 stat distributions. Look, man, if this ain't resonating with you, completely understand. You can always maybe check out Renegades at some point, and maybe the direction Destiny is going in is a direction that just doesn't appeal to you anymore. I will say this, the game is definitely going to demand a lot more grind. Like getting to the point to even grind tier 4 and tier 5. And we're not even ready to have that conversation yet. I'm just talking about just the base campaign experience, the destination and the exotics and whatever else. The amount of hours necessary to get you to the point where you can grind tier 4 and tier 5, man, brother, it's something else. And I'm already seeing it. I think Jay's assessment, his
I did some math about the upcoming power grind in Edge of Fate. To go from 200 to 400 power, and assuming you get a +3 drop in the correct slot every time, and that you get a drop every 10 minutes, it will take 90 hours of time. Get ready to grind.
estimate of 90 hours to get to the point of grinding tier 5s. Sounds about right. I'm loving the grind. Well, it definitely means something. That's the other side of things. Like people are like, I don't want to do all that grinding. I get it. But for the people that do want to do the grinding and do actually
90 hours isn't that much in the grand scheme of the season. Well, no, exactly. It's like we've got until, I think there's like events like Soul of Solstice or whatever. I think we got that coming. Some other stuff in the middle, and then you got Ash and Iron in September. We've got until then to get all what we want. Well, we've got till December. September is new reward pass. Right, okay. Yeah, 90 hours is a long time, but in the grand scheme of things, the whole point of playing a game and wanting to do, you know, get to the max power, if that's the max power and that's what we got to do, then we got to do it. Right? You can get to max power just by playing Crucible if you really wanted to. That's the other thing that they're not mentioning. You can get to a decent power level just from playing Crucible. You could get full power way before season ends, even with 1 hour a day. There you go. See, in three months. Wait, how? So in 2 months' time. Yeah, you can play solo ops and level up. There's so many ways of leveling up. You can stick on Kepler and level up. You can go do Nightfalls, I presume, and level up if you're a high enough level. You could do the the Pinnacle mission. Fine, but don't ask for a grind and then moan when you get it. That's what's happened. Like, I just don't understand that.
actually do the grinding. It definitely means something. What their level is at means something.
Barry, I need help. Captain, I'm coming.
Assignment in progress.
Oh, fuck's sake. I thought you said you needed my... OJ, perfect example of what you don't like and what you would want to make it better. That's a fair argument. Fair. I have, again, no issue with that. If you would have just stuck with only gripe is with the portal, then obviously I would have said why, etc. But you said why, which is absolutely fine. I agree. I feel like it would have been better if they just... Finch, stop it, sweetheart. It would have been a lot easier if they... Oh, fucking hell, my headset's going to die. There goes sound. It would have been much easier if they would have just stuck it all in one place and gone, look, here's your dungeon, here's your raid. It would have been better as well for the people that are moaning about having to do Encore non-stop. For those people, maybe put the mission on on a daily rotator, or you can choose which mission you do to get the pinnacle drop. I don't know. Maybe switch it up a little bit for those people that are moaning that hard. Yeah, I just think this game gets a stupid amount of hate for absolutely no reason. Yeah, exactly, OJ. Yeah, go do world tiers. Go do something else. Don't just bloody sit there and going, oh, I'm having to do this. Wow. That's all people are doing, man.
Eververse trades in goods we feel enhance a Guardian's journey.
Captain, this one. I don't even need to see the other one. Just use this one. Kanga, thank you so much for putting such a detailed comment. Please tell me more. Game is so doo-doo. Why? Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. Tell me why, Kanga. It is indeed, dummy. I sadly can't go to the tower because it keeps crashing on me. Oh no. I think it's just crashed on me, to be fair. But yeah, Kanga, go on. Tell me why. Oh no, Captain's taking me somewhere, sorry. Captain's taking me on a date. Oh yeah, sure, stop it. Explain why it's good. Ooh! Ooh! Okay, I really like the gunplay. I like the customization. I like the new armor stats. I like the new expansion. I like that they constantly update the game. Yes, we may have to wait for a little while. I like the voice acting in it. I could go on, pal. I could go on. I asked you first. Tell me why the game's doo-doo. Go on. Yes, Will. What are you saying, brother? I like all the exotics. I like all the legendary weapons. Fill you in, what have you missed? We were just looking at some negative reviews for Destiny Edge of Fate. And then we've had Kanga come in with a really, really good argument saying that the game's doo-doo, but he's not been able to tell us why. So we're just waiting on him to fill us in, basically. Oh, me. Well, look, I get that everyone may not like certain things in the game, or it may not be someone's game. That's fine if you don't like it. But the problem I have is that for some reason, people just come in here for whatever reason and just say the game's shit, and then can't justify why they feel that way, and then also can't justify what they would change. It's like, okay, the game's shit, is it? What would you change and why? Why would that make it better? And they can never answer it. It's shit, but used to be good. Karen, honestly, I don't mean to be rude, but get in the bin. Dean, this game recycles so much content, it's a joke. You complete same bounties every release. What bounties? There haven't been... But what? What do you mean bounties, Brev? Finch. Tell me why. Whoop. Tell me why. Yeah, I know what a bounty is, yes, of course, but there's not bounties in the game for ages. You had some gunsmith bounties and that was it. And maybe a fucking armour bounty for a fucking cosmetic thing. That was it. That was it. I had more hours than you in both games, little bro. Okay. You have more okay, so you're playing a game you don't like and you have more hours in it than me. I mean, who's really the loser there, pal? Let's think about that, yeah? Bro thinks rolling in a hamster ball is peak gameplay. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like the ball. Right? I didn't really like the ball. But I was a grown-up and looked past the ball and actually decided to look at the positives. Believe it or not. What are the positives? All the armour changes, the new super changes. I actually think the abilities on the planet are okay. I like the cannon. I like Matter's Morph. I think the main positive is the armour stats and everything has been reset like people have been asking for. I like the shooting range. I like the new exotics. I like the new weapons. Again, I could go on. Show me the missions bounties, bro. What do you mean missions bounties? They were literally missions. What are Dane, bruv? Making no sense. You're definitely someone who loves Sunset and Gear. No, I just didn't care. Go to my inventory. Yeah, OJ, bruv, honestly. So out of touch. Oh, Kanga, honestly. What would you do to make the game better, pal? Go on. You've got so much hate for the game, but you put so many hours into it. What would you do to make it better? How did I complete all of that? All of what? What do you mean? Release Destiny 3. Okay, but what is Destiny 3? What would make you play Destiny 3? It's OJ, don't, bruv. Don't. Absolute spanners. God, Captain, I love seeing you work. Canada Metamorphosis, the ball is okay. Yeah, I feel like most people don't like the ball, which is fair enough. I don't like the ball. Is what it is. Aaron Brown, love-hate relationship with Destiny 2. Still prefer Destiny 1, but got to keep up the grind. I mean, spanners for having an opinion. Yeah, no, it's not spanners for having an opinion. You're allowed your opinion. It's just that when I've asked you to justify your opinion, you then can't. That's the bit that makes you a spanner. I've asked you, you know, why don't you like this game anymore? You've not answered because you're just an idiot, essentially, unfortunately. I've asked you what would make Destiny 3 playable for you? And again, you've not answered. You've just said release it, okay, but why? What would make it attractive to you to play, right? Oh. In my opinion, is the DLC worth it? Look. Oh. With the DLC, right? Again, you have to form your own... Why ain't it working, Captain Riv? I can't even buy the fucking emote. Look, you're going to have to form your own opinion, right? I'm not here to sell this DLC to you. I'm not here to promote it or whatever, right? That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to play it, talk about it, done, right? Yeah, I'm looking for... Yeah, Aaron, amen to that, brother. I personally feel like the DLC is good. You know, we've been completely reset. A whole load new to weapons, loads of new stuff to grind for, loads of... I'll hopefully be jumping on contest mode, yeah. I think it'd be a good laugh. Stats have been increased. Exotics are going to be reworked eventually. Etc. So, ultimately, the decision is yours, right? I personally wouldn't listen to the reviews online. Because, again, yes, they are people's opinions and everyone's entitled to them. But most of the people here are absolute, again, without sounding rude, they're spanners, right? You play with viewers at all? Yeah, OJ, we've got a Discord. I play with, on Twitch, we've got Dummy Captain that we play with every now and then. Not a fan of the new stats personally. No, that's fine. If you're not a fan of it, that's not a problem. At least you're not being a dick about it and saying it's, that now the game's shit. Do you know what I mean? That's what people are doing, and that's the bit that's unacceptable, right? Listen to the reviews. Oh, Kanga, honestly, get in the bin, pal. I mean, the funny thing is, some of the reviews are actually half decent, so. What's my feeling about the new DLC? I like it, personally. I think it's a big change for what we've been used to. And again, loads of people are unhappy, but it's Destiny, so when people... there's always going to be more people unhappy than happy in this game for some reason. I don't understand. But I really like it. Again, for a DLC that's been out for 2 days, I like it. Why do you have to complete the story 3 times for each character? I assume it's to get you up to the correct power, to help you get the armour, and unlock the abilities for those characters. Destiny 2 is 4th most purchased game global across all platforms, so says something else, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Well, there you go. That's what I mean. Yeah, it looks like it could downgrade a bit, just a little bit, but they'll work it back up. Yeah, I mean, again, I've played this game for so long now that I don't think there's any justifiable reason why anyone who has played it for as long as, well, since Destiny 2 launch, I would say, if you've played it for that period of time, I just personally think that you have no right to moan about it, yet play it non-stop. People in here saying it's a shit game, but you're talking about it and you're watching someone play it, so can't be that doo-doo, right? Barry, you always vex. Shut up, sweetheart. Is it worth it if I'm starting a brand new character? Yeah, I would say so. Like, time-wise, I mean, well, it depends what you want out of it, motivation, right? Bro can't comprehend that the game was great, but now it's not. Again, you can't. Why can't you tell me why it isn't? No worries, OJ, brother. You've not said why it isn't. You've just sat there and repeatedly said it's shit and not told me why. And then I've asked you why, or what would make you go back to playing it. And you said Destiny 3. I've asked why Destiny 3, and again, you've not answered. So, because I'm on final shape on Warlock, but everyone else is brand new. I mean, if you want to join them on being brand new on Edge of Fate, then feel free to do so. But if I was you, I would stick with being the Warlock, personally. There's small things I would change, but everything I've said in the past had come true. Again, personally, I don't think there's a lot that I would change with this. The such deep hate for a game as if someone's got them strapped to a chair, eyes glued open. Hunter is the best. Oh dear. I think the things I would change would be maybe the ball. I get why the ball is there. The ball makes sense in terms of like the lore and the planet. Fine. I just think maybe the... Fucking hell, another one. Okay. It's alright, Captain. It's all good. But yeah, I just think there's nothing... Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Liam23 Fox. This game is so boring now. So glad I left it. I mean, at least you left it. Right? That's fine. If you found it boring and you've left it, not a problem.
Aramis wished to destroy.
I have no issue with that. If you feel the game is boring and you left it, not a problem. The only problem I have is when people can't fucking justify why they feel that way or what would make them potentially come back to it or etc. Right, that's the bit I have a problem with. I personally don't feel the game is boring because I enjoy playing it. But that's me, right? I know everyone's different. Oh, Kanga, honestly, I'm never usually this rude, but honestly, you're such a wet wipe. You're such a wet wipe, honestly. Such a sausage. Oh dear. I've asked you several times to justify yourself, and you can't do it because you're an idiot. So, congratulations, fair play. New players have a better chance joining in Destiny 2 now more than ever. I left it because there was nothing to do. You're always doing the same stuff, and weapons are bad. Okay. Never seen someone try and cope. So how am I trying to cope? You're honestly such a moron. It's fucking wild, man. I don't understand people like you that just sit there in your fucking pants with your Stella Artois watching fucking EastEnders on repeat. Can't fucking back up their argument. Because that's essentially what you can't do. Like, always ask me a genuine question and I can't answer it. The game's shit. Like, fuck my eye. Like, the game's just... Like, you play a game for it to be fun. Just fucking take a fucking chill and just relax and enjoy it, man. Don't take everything to heart. It's just a fucking game. And the other thing is, don't mock other people for playing it and actually enjoying it. There's nothing wrong with people enjoying this game. But for some reason, idiots like you think there is. I haven't taken it to heart, no. The thing that gets on my nerves with people in general is when they can't back up their argument, and that's exactly what you can't do. So yeah, that bit's got on my nerves. You can't tell me why you would want the Destiny 3. You can't tell me why this game's shit. You can't tell me anything. You've just jumped on a bandwagon saying that the game's shit, when realistically, let's be honest, and this is a fact, there's no other game like Destiny. No other game has lasted as long as Destiny. That's, you know, there's been Destiny killers. Fucking, I mean, what is that? Warframe? That's a piece of shit. You've got Outriders. That's what's that in the bin. Anthem in the bin. So many, First Descendant in the bin. So many games have tried to come along and be what Destiny is, and they've not been able to do it. So please tell me how this game is going to die, or the player base is going to go that, etc. Please tell me. The only way this game will die is because of idiots like you, who just slate it for no reason. There's no games like Destiny because loot to shoot is no longer a popular design. What? Who doesn't like shooting shit and getting loot for it? You could have an open debate, but you're just calling people's names. I've literally asked you so many times. I'm calling you an idiot because you are one. I've asked you several times to justify your argument, and you've not been able to. So therefore, I'm going to call you an idiot. End on. I feel like that's justified. If you would have said to me, I don't like Destiny because it's boring. Okay, why is it boring? Oh, I just find this and that boring. Fair enough. Fine. That doesn't give you the right to come and shit on it, though. That's the point. Oh, sorry, dummy. Sorry. Sorry, dummy. Sorry. Sorry. Cheers, dummy. Honestly, I did this whole... What is this chat? Everyone is very angry is now. And Louise is now talking about unloading. Yeah, Kanga, watch out. You don't want that to happen. For ignoring us, you have helicopter. What? Dude probably plays Minecraft in safe mode. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, Karan, we got another. Fuck it, let's go, man. Let's go. Come on. This game is quite shit right now, though. Okay, tell me why, Karan. Go. Tell me why. Sorry, Irons and Captain. I apologise. You're going to have to come over to TikTok. It's all kicking off. And I love it. Tell me why. Da, 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 da. Tell me why. I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Sandbox is messed up and they soft set it all on here. Okay, so how does that make it shit? And how's the sandbox messed up? Oh no, they're making you grind for new gear. Not really sure what the problem is there, to be honest. Game has lost its identity that Destiny 1 had. Fuck it now. Let's be real, right? Destiny 1 is was a really good game, but let's not get it twisted. The improvements they've made compared are just, you're telling me right here, right now, you'd rather go play Destiny 1 than being able to do all the stuff you can do in this game. Also miss Sparrow Racing. Okay, yeah, fair. Sparrow Racing was legit. I like that. Fine, I'll go TikTok. Irons! Red Wars are better vanilla story than Destiny 1. Not a bad take, to be fair. Why am I going to pick up my hammer when I can record it? I'm actually saucy. Oh no, I need soda. And I'm collecting a fire sprite. I need more fire sprites, baby. Pew! Donk. Uh-oh. Bro, I'd rather play a Destiny 1 remaster. All they have to do is changing planets without going back to all. That's so wild, man. I mean, look, if you prefer Destiny 1 to Destiny 2, I can't really comment on that because it's personal preference, right? But I just think for the mantle, the graphics, etc., there's too many life improvements on this game that would make me want to play it instead of Destiny 1. Like, I love Destiny 1, but there's no way I'd rather play that than this.
Guardian down.
Oi, Kang, you need to watch your mouth, brother. You little rat.
She's down, Barracks. It's over. That's all of them. All of Alice's lieutenants. Her entire council.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Reign
I
of
can't
the
even.
Hill of
You need
Darkness
friends.
is ended.
Oh,
Thanks
Jesus
to
Christ.
the
Mrs. Talent, go on,
Guardian.
sort him out.
But
You got him.
in death, Aramis becomes myth.
Remaster it with
Immortal.
unlocked friend. But yeah, Karen, that's just
Her
wild, man.
legacy will
Why would you
go
want to...
on.
I
New
don't understand why you'd
champions
want to live in the
will
past so much and just
rise
not
in
enjoy
her
a game that's
name.
getting updated non-stop.
We
Well,
must
non-stop's a bit of an
stay
exaggeration, but
always
just continuously.
vigilant.
I just don't understand that. I can't even delusionally back Destiny 2 anymore. This new expansion has killed it. Why? What's killed it, Karan? Tell me. Why is this game... Why do you feel the game has been killed by this DLC? Please tell me right now. How is... Mason, how is Edge of Fate? I really like it, but there's people in here that don't like the game at all, so... watch out is all I'm going to say, because you might get jumped on. I can't play South Park on this. I'll get banned again. Shadow Milk. I love Edge of Fate as well. There we go. As I say, people don't have... Look, people are allowed to not like the game, right? That's absolutely fine. Right, 2 secs. Alright, go on. Everything, bro. They charging $80 for a fetch and grab. How they're charging 30 quid for Edge of Fate. Edge of Fate is about £35. Majority of everyone that has come in the chat has said the game is dead, dying. Right, your point? Oh yeah, it's a £40 DLC that has 6 hours of gameplay, and that gameplay is cannon and ball. I mean, if you played, you know that's not true. Yes, sometimes you have to turn into a ball. Yes, you sometimes have to shoot a cannon. Does it take up 6 hours of gameplay? No. Do you have to do it for like 5 minutes? Yes. Were you aware that you had to do it? Yes. Did they tell you were going to do it? Guess what? Yes. Yet you still bought it and you still moan about it. I'm a professional hater who can't stop playing this game. You know what? Yeah, I don't mind that. Fair play. The whole campaign is legit turned into a ball. That's just inaccurate, Karan, isn't it? The whole campaign isn't turned into a ball, is it? Like I've just said, you were made aware that you would have to turn into a ball at some point. They sold you a product telling you what you were getting. You still purchased it and still moaning about it. They told you what you were going to get. They couldn't have made it any clearer. And you still moan about it. But guys added a practice range. I mean, Kanga, again, you've not told me why you don't like this game. Still. You're just copying what other people have said. Because you can't form your own opinion. With justification, essentially. And, yeah, honestly, the story in this was really decent. Pardon me, I really liked it. Gameplay-wise, I mean, I can't... Again, if you feel it's mid, fair enough. But I feel like the gameplay has always been the same. Again, there's no other game like this. Is what it is, right? If you don't like the gameplay, fair enough. Remember, Edge of Fate isn't just Kepler. You've got everything else coming. You've got the raid. You've got this, you know, stuff that's going to come between now and Renegades. You've got all the armor grinding to do for you. You've got all the different pinnacle stuff that's going to come. You've got all the... You've got all this stuff coming into, you know, stuff to grind for. It's not all on Kepler, right? Whatever I tell you, you won't change your mind. You'll still defend blindly. No, if you can provide me with a justified reason why you don't like the game or what you feel can make it better, fair enough. I'll quite happily be like, you know what? Fair, fine. Not a problem. We literally had it with OJ. All I care about is quality life update and build crafting. Well, there you go. That exactly. That is a person who knows what they actually want to play the game for. Fair enough. The game got boring after a day. I'm sorry you found it boring. But why? Again, why? The most important question I'm asking, which none of you can answer, is why. Thank you, Hines. Carson, they probably haven't even played the game. They're just, yeah, probably. Yeah.
But Critus simply chose.
Because I care about people's opinions. At no point have I said he's wrong.
Power,
but you've joked about the points I've raised.
Seeks it in darkness.
So again, you've not. You say you care, but you don't. If you cared, you'd appreciate that I'm trying to express the positives about the game. You're not listening to them at all. And not listening to my points. And you cannot, again, I can't repeat this enough times for some reason. You cannot tell me what would make this game better. Or why you don't like it. The campaign is boring because they made you turn into a ball maneuver. That's not a good enough reason, Karan. That's not a good enough reason. I'm sorry, turning into a ball does not define the whole campaign. So if they got rid of the ball, the campaign would have been fine. Right? Is that what you're saying? Can you give a new vehicle without paying? A new vehicle? What do you mean? There's no positives. They all died after they started the second season of the final Shadings. What do you mean there's no positives? Fucking hell. You just can't see them. That's the problem. You for some reason, you all... Oh, the hoverboard? I have no idea, Carson. I don't know. Zur might bring it up tomorrow, maybe. Don't know. But yeah, you, for whatever reason, you just can't see the positives. You're so blind at looking at the negatives that you can't see past that and be like, actually, there are some good aspects to this game, like the build crafting, like all the super stuff we can do, all the exotics, all the different armor pieces, all the different mods, all the different perks. There's so many things that go into this game and you're failing to acknowledge any of them and just focus on, oh no, I had to turn into a ball for 3 minutes. Boo fucking who? Get ready, I'm going to list wide. Please list wide. I've asked you so many times. I'll be interested to see. Or are you just going to go Google some reasons why people don't like the game and then copy and paste them in? Wouldn't surprise me if you watch Clyde, to be honest. That geezer's an absolute negative fucking pile of energy. Shadow, I appreciate liking. I bet you're one of those positives that is soft-setted. Again, I've already this shows that none of you, I say none of you, this shows that a select few of you are just not listening. I didn't care about soft setting. I don't care about it. They brought out an expansion with new shit to go get, so go get the shit. That's the point. My TikTok close from more like it, oh god. Vaulting paid content, repetitive grind, poor new player experience, inconsistent balancing, and, okay, we've got an and. I'm waiting. So that's pretty much what everybody else moans about as well, that's like you, right? Aggressive monetization and paywall for key features. Oh yes, I got a good roll Fatebringer. Oh wait, it's tier 1. Let me go run Templar 5,000 times more. People just don't want to grind, man. That's how it's seeming. Now, what's your argument? So my argument to your... Hold on, I need to get it back up. Hold on. Vaulting paid content, again, is what it is. The game's too big. They can't fit it in. Sucks. I agree it does suck, but nothing we can do about it. So, repetitive grind, I mean, it's an MMORPG shooter, right? All MMOs are repetitive. Poor new player experience, please explain how. Inconsistent balancing, explain how. And aggressive monetization. I don't think it's aggressive, personally. If you feel that way, then I'm sorry, but I don't feel it's aggressive. Again, it's a free-to-play game, so, of course, unfortunately, they have to, like Fortnite, like Rocket League, like any other live service game that is free, they all have paywalls, monetization behind them, so... So it's either they keep all the prepaid stuff in, right? So let's say they kept the Red War, Curse of Osiris, Warmind, and Forsaken, right? So let's say they kept that. Karina, I will get to that in a second. So let's just say, for argument's sake, you've got 2 Destinies, right? You've got 2 Destiny 2, sorry. So you've got a Destiny 2 with the Red War, Curse of Osiris, Warmind, Forsaken, and then you've got another Destiny 2 with Beyond Light, Shadowkeep, Lightfall, Witch Queen, Final Shape, Edge of Fate, Into the Light, Rite of the Nine. Okay? Which Destiny 2 would you rather have? Because you can't have them both. It's just impossible. From a gameplay server fucking game making reason, you can't do it. It's just impossible, unfortunately. We all wish it wasn't. I would love to go back and play the Red War campaign, but ultimately, because of the game size, we can't. That's just a fact. So again, vaulting paid content, it sucks, I agree, but ultimately, nothing we could do about that. The game's too big. And they vaulted it so we could have new stuff. I'm picking Destiny 1, mate. Karan, that's fine. Go play Destiny 1 then. Lebo, worst game in history. Lebo, don't you start. But again, my point being, you could there's 2 worlds where we've got 2 different versions of Destiny. The one where it's never updated and we're stuck playing Red War for the rest of our lives, or they sacrifice that so they can continue to make the game bigger, improve it, etc. I know what I'd rather choose. Yes, I did pay for the original content. I got to experience it. That's all that matters to me. They need to find a better compression technique, don't they? What do you mean? But Karina, in terms of what to grind for, you essentially want to be doing activities on Kepler. So you want to get the main story done. You then want to go get all the exotic quests done, do all the side quests, etc. And then once you've done that, there's like different difficulties to the planet. So you basically just want to go up and up and up and up until you reach the max light, essentially. Kanga, what do you mean you're out? You're out because you can't argue that response. You legitimately can't argue what I've said. Bro, you paid for the expansion and you're running Beyond Light stuff in day 2, that's how good it is. It's part of the, what do you miss? Fuck my. So when you bought Final Shape and you were in Neptune, still fucking running shit, you were fine with that? You were fine with doing strikes on Nessus when Final Shape come out? You were fine with that? Kanga, don't worry, I'll cook this guy. You ain't gonna cook shit, bruv. Couldn't even cook a pot noodle, bruv. Absolute sausage. Oh no. Thank you, Captain. Again, if you don't like the game, I don't have a problem with you not liking it. I just, the fact that people just don't have any arguments or just say the game's shit or, oh, vaulted content. Okay, they vaulted it so they can make the game bigger and put more stuff in it. Yeah, it sucks, but it's not really worth crying
She's
about.
down,
They're
Barracks.
saying the game's shit because
It's
of
over.
it.
That's all of them. All of Aramis's lieutenants. Her entire
Well, I wasn't doing
council.
that. I was on the pale
Reign
heart. Okay, so you're
of
telling me
Kiln
throughout the Final
of
Shape,
Darkness
throughout the
is
entire
ended.
year of DLC, you didn't leave the pale heart once.
Thanks to the Guardian.
Sausage.
But in death, Aramis becomes myth, immortal. Her legacy will go on. New champions
Not in the first month. Well, there you go. What the
will
fuck you on
rise
about
in
then?
her name.
I just don't
must
understand
stay
the fucking-
always vigilant.
Honestly, the lot of you are just absolute sausages. We're playing Saturday. I'm a lot behind right now. There's nothing wrong with that. I like Destiny. I don't like the. If you like Destiny, why are you trying to cook me for trying to stick up for it? If you like Destiny, you wouldn't slag it off so hard. Like, if you're going to provide feedback for something, do it constructively. Then wait for... Yeah, Carson, if you're not liking the Edge of Fate, by the way, you can go play another game. There's other games, you can do that. Because you don't defend horseshit. But you're not... You're not... Fucking hell, I'm going to die at the end of this stream, honestly. Just annoying people. Honestly, this is the thing, right? Just like... You're not going to tell your mate, well done for coming last on a race. What? That literally makes no sense. I love this game even though I don't play, but there you go. There's no horseshit, then plants don't grow. Look, this DLC is the first DLC out of however many more are to come, right? So I don't feel it's justifiable for anyone, regardless of who you are, pardon me, to say that it's shit, it's dead, it's etc. If you want to provide proper feedback and be critical, then by all means feel free to do so. You're allowed to say you don't like it, that's fine, I don't have a problem with that. The issue I have with people in general is when they can't back it up with any... Look how empty the tower is, fuck mine. Like yeah, that has a huge impact on anything. Again, stupid point. It's just stupid, I'm really sorry, but it's just dumb. People aren't in the tower because they're playing the new fucking expansion, you absolute wet wipe.
All your opponents.
Captain, come on in. Captain, come over to TikTok, pal. I know you've got it. Come on. You know what to do. I've backed it up and you're ignoring the facts. I've cooked you so bad. Oh dear. If you feel that way, I'm truly sorry. Again, unless I've missed something, you've backed up nothing. Your points are irrelevant. You say you like the game, but all you've done is just shit on it.
Guardians, the time has come to clean up the universe.
Probably go. Oh, fucking hell. Karan, what do you play just out of interest? What games do you like? I'm intrigued. Yeah, Captain, honestly don't. Again, generally...
This is not the Crucible, but not every place can be perfect.
Dressed to impress. Oh, dearie, dearie me. You know what? Fuck it, I'm going to equip a blue gun. Don't even care. Pew! Okay. You're in the... Irons, what do you think, Brev? I play games like Final Fantasy, Souls games. Okay, so like Bloodborne, Dark Souls, etc. Kingdom Hearts, Destiny, and Monster Hunter. Okay. The only what did you think of Elden Ring, Karan?
No disturbances to report.
Elden Ring is good at Platinum did. Okay. How would you feel if I said I played it and I thought it was shit? You don't really care. Okay, fucking there you go. Jesus Christ.
Take it easy.
I play Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Love nor violence, whatever it's. Oh. So that just shows what kind of idiot you are, though, doesn't it?
What
really?
do you think?
Do you know what I mean? I hate on this new Destiny because I care, not because I genuinely hate it. That makes no fucking sense. I hope you realise that, right? Shadow, what did you realise? HML, how you finding the new DLC? I like it personally. It's been getting a lot of heat, but I like it.
Thanks.
Oh, 1-2 punch? Earth. Yeah, well, yeah, Karan, if you want to do that, that's fine. But you need to do it in the correct way. Right? I want nothing but the best for this game. That's why I play it.
Proud.
And why I stick up for it when people come in here, like you, unfortunately, and whoever the other geezer was, and who the other sausages are. Come in here and say it's shit. No, you. In all honesty, no, you haven't been very nice about this. You said you've tried to cook me, which, in all honesty, you haven't. I'm really sorry. You've, made fun of other people in the chat, again, which isn't very nice. So, again, I don't see how you can say that when, in all honesty, you haven't been. Sausage, you can't. Look, like I've said, if you want to be critical of the game, fine. Do that, not a problem, but you need to provide reasons and what you would do differently. If you say, oh, the ball is shit, oh, I don't like the ball, okay, that's fine. What would you do differently? That's my point. Right? No one's been able to do that the entire time we've been here. That's the bit I have an issue with.
Careful out
You
there.
said, you know,
Did
we
the
had the
bird
other geezer
distract
say,
you?
oh, they imbalancing and fucking monetize that. Oh, grow up, man. Play the game. You don't have to look at monetization. You don't have to look at any of that. You just play the game and shoot aliens.
Please
That's
help
your
me
point.
keep this space clean.
Koran cake. Oh shit, yeah, your names begin with K, sorry. My bad. But anyway, again, trying to say you've cooked someone, again, I don't really give a shit what that means. It's not really nice. The other geezer left, you said you were going to cook me. I don't think that's a polite way of going about things, right? To be honest, Karan, I can't even remember it, to be honest. I can't even remember it. You're more than welcome to say it again, but I genuinely cannot even say it. Say it, remember it. I'm too vexed at people coming in here with a negative attitude towards a game that doesn't deserve it, right? I would like to see any of us make a game last this long. Just saying.
System and sequence, but what?
If this game feels like more like a chore than it being a game, okay,
course.
stop playing. Done.
Sequence is pattern.
That's it. If you feel like the game is becoming a chore and you're not enjoying it, I would suggest playing something else, right? And not saying what you said throughout this entire time. That's probably the most sensible comment you've put in here, from my memory. No, but I'm addicted, I have FOMO. But that's your problem then, right? That's not Bungie. That's not anyone here. That's your problem. So that is something you will have to sort on your own, right?
You can always trace it
Gotta
back.
be a better way.
I wish we could all enjoy it and relax and just chill. And instead of doing what we're doing now, but you got to be real. Don't be. It's your opinion, though, Karan, right? You're saying the game feels being the most important word there because that's how you feel about it. That's not a fact, is it? You feel the game is more boring, so therefore you're not going to like it. Whereas I don't feel that way, so I like the game. Can't be just an opinion. Well, it is an opinion though, regardless of how many people agree with you or disagree with you. You know, if 85, but let's say 100 people, let's say we asked 100 people, is Destiny good? And 75 people say no, it's not, and 25 people say yes, it is. Yes, more people said they didn't like it, but it doesn't mean that everybody else's opinions are wrong or how they feel about the game are incorrect. Karan, if you feel like the game is boring, I would strongly suggest going and playing something else. Right? Otherwise you're just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And we don't want that, especially if you like the game. You said you liked the game, so again, you're really mind fucking me. This is where I'm getting so confused. But at the end of the day, a potato is a potato. You can like chips but hate mash. There you go, like me. Destiny died for Marathon. I don't think it died. It's not dead, is it? Pardon me. It's not dead because I'm here playing it. If it was dead, we wouldn't be here talking, right? This is why the other geezer left. because he thought he brought up some valid points. He didn't. I answered them all, and then he left. Well, yeah, again, Karan, you're doing it again. But post-final shape has been garbage. In your opinion. I'm not asking you to be deluded about it. I'm just asking you to be somewhat rational when you're thinking, right? Yeah, Gamer for Life, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Personally. I personally don't believe you are being rational, though. I don't think you are. You're saying the game is garbage. You're saying the game is boring. You're saying it feels like a chore. Okay, if it feels like a chore, like I said, don't play it. That doesn't give you the right to go slag it off. And then when people have joined this chat, people who haven't liked the game have said, don't buy the DLC, don't do this, don't do that. That's not what we should be doing. Exactly, GSOM, yeah. No one has made a game like this before, ever. I don't think anyone will. I'm still trying to get my head around this new DLC. What about Staffordshire? I'll try and help you, pal. I'm not saying he can't voice his opinion. I'm saying he can. But he needs to do it in the correct way. Instead of saying it's shit, garbage, boring, etc. If you are going to do that, tell me why. Or tell me why, or what could change it. What could change your feelings about Destiny? What would Bungie have to do to change the way you feel about the game, right? Those two things are important in your opinion. Just a general campaign. Like, are you stuck on a mission, Staffordshire, or just the story itself? Right, hold on. It's garbage because the new campaign is a legit fetch and grab quest line. The gameplay is not great. Okay, but haven't we gone and got shit all the time? In pretty much every other DLC. In the final shape campaign, we had to go invest lost sectors to look at light on the floor. That's a go and fetch thing. Go get that, investigate it, come back to this bit. The main point of this campaign was to collect these strange, whatever the fuck they're called, build this machine so we can go see what thing invited us to said planet. That's the point of the campaign. Yeah, it did feel like we had to go here, there and everywhere, fair enough. But ultimately, again, the main point of this game is to shoot aliens in the face and get some loot out of it. Staffordshire, I appreciate you following, brother. Fair right now, people just playing Encore to level up is terrible, I have to agree with that. But they're not having to, they're not having to do just that one activity. They can do everything else in the game to level up. They're choosing that one because it's the quickest. That's it, end of. Final Shape campaign was fun though. In your opinion? Again, this is what I'm saying. I think they're more for lore than gameplay this update. I enjoyed this campaign. I feel like the second half of the campaign was a lot better than the first half. First half was more like an introductory sort of thing, setting it all up, right? And then I felt like the second bit was where it all picked up, personally. I feel like the last mission was really good. Yeah, Staffordshire, give it more time, man. Again, I don't think we can actually form an honest opinion on it because the DLC's been out for 2 fucking days, right? We haven't even had the raid yet. This was go become a ball and power-ups and generators. Again, yes, you had to do that occasionally. But Karan, They told you they were going to do that, yet you still bought it. Author, thank you very much. God, I'm dying. As a returning player, should I come back? Again, it's up to you, man. I'm not going to sit here and say yes or no. I feel like you should play the game without purchasing the DLC, see how you feel, and go from there. See, user, there's just no need for that. Author, thank you very much. If you're on Xbox or whatever platform it is, go try it. It's literally, like you said, open access. Go give it a go. Where are you getting these from? No, you're not. Say he built the barn he was born in. Captain, you built the barn you was born in. That's how strong you are. Oh, God, fine. Huh? Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, do it, Jock. The game is dying. Honestly, people have said the game's dying for years, and we're still here. That's all I'm going to say on that. Oh, God. This game has actually died now. Well, it hasn't though, has it? Again, just stupid fucking... Oh, well, it's not even an argument, it's not even a point, it's just a stupid fucking comment. I'm really sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but it's just stupid, man. If the game was dead, we wouldn't be here, would we? We wouldn't, you know, people wouldn't be playing it, people wouldn't be making content on it, the servers would be down, it'd be done. But we're here, we're playing it, people are talking about it. I'm not sure what else can be said, really. It may be dead to you, but a lot of people consider it not dead to them, so... Pardon me. First expansion when it launched smoothly because no one was playing. Again, people were playing, so again you're just you're just saying silly things, man. I'm not really sure what else to tell you, pal. People just have no brain. Well, maybe no brain's a little bit harsh, but Every launch I've had to throttle the server, so why now on this release was everything fine? I don't know, maybe because I actually got everything working, I don't know. Could be a possibility, couldn't it? I am smarter than you 100%. I completely disagree. Oh, God. We go band for band and an IQ, I'd probably beat you. Again, potentially. I don't know. But ultimately, that's not what we're discussing here, is it? User in-game rank means nothing. It would say how deep you're into the game and how to do this. Trying to get a group for Master Race going. I've been playing for 10 plus years. Pardon me. Carlson, well said. The vast majority agree with you. Look, man. Fucking hell, I think this conversation's going to kill me, to be honest. Ugh. Final blows with a solar. Calls that. I need fire sprites, really. What's wrong with just doing strikes? You already have what you have from all the other content. There's nothing wrong with that, gamer. You play Destiny. You play any game for the reason you want to, right? Simple as that. Pardon me. Karan, you haven't won the argument. I'm really sorry. You just haven't. I'm sorry if you feel that you have, but ultimately you haven't. I'm really sorry. Yes, I have, mate. If you feel that way, then fair enough, pal, but to me, you've not provided good enough reasons as to why this game is shit, essentially. In my opinion, you've not justified enough. You've said certain stuff is boring, which I get, fair enough. If you found it boring, I'm sorry you did. You've not been able to tell me what you would do differently if you were making this game. You've just failed to tell me anything at all, just like the other geezer. And even though you say you like the game, you've not said one good thing about it. So, yeah, it is what it is, right? They need to fix PvP first. Again, Karan, what I want you to say is to tell me why it's boring. I want you to tell me what you would do to fix it. Right, that's what I'm wanting. It's not a difficult question to answer. If you feel something is awful, then surely you would have some sort of inkling as to what you would do to fix it, right? Like, for example, Crucible, in my opinion, I don't really like Crucible. A, because I'm shit at it, and B, they took away the one good thing I was good at, which was using a shotgun. In Vanilla Destiny 2 and Vanilla Destiny 1, I was really good with a shotgun. I liked using the special ammo. I had a nice time. But then they changed it. So, that upset me. So, to get me back into Crucible, all they'd have to do is just put the special ammo back. That's what I'm trying to get from you. No ideas. Okay, like what? New ideas like what? So the ammo regeneration isn't new. The planet isn't new. The weapons aren't new. The armor isn't new. The planet activity isn't new. The raid's not new. Exotics aren't new. Again, I could go on again. Ammo regen is stupid, mate. I'd rather get up off the floor. You still can, right? But again, people have been asking for ages to have this ammo regeneration thing in or something similar. And as soon as it's put into the game, it's just moaners. Again. Turning into, but yeah, the planet's abilities are new. Now I know that the ball is a very controversial one and people don't really like it. I understand why people don't like it. I get it. But realistically, we shouldn't let a tiny little ball like this determine our overall outlook on the DLC, right? I feel like the destination's really nice. Again, the weapons. I think the biggest thing for me is the hammer, man. I think the hammer's brilliant. I know it's quite a gimmicky thing, but this game is meant to be fun and you're meant to have a fun time playing it, and this is... Wow. picked up a fucking... Why does the same planet have every building type? Oh, fuck this, I'm returning to Orbit, I'm gonna die playing this. Nope, it's very dumb. Okay, if you feel that way, then fair enough. Captain... Oh, certain primaries are infinite ammo, no need for ammo regen or pickup. Nice. Why does every planet have the same type building? They just keep reusing assets, build something new. Again, that's not entirely true though, is it? Think about how different each planet looks. Each planet looks completely different. We pay these lot 80 quid a year and they can't even deliver the bare minimum. Well, again, they do, if they do deliver the bare minimum though, don't they? They do. The bare minimum they promise is that we'll get DLC. And we get DLC. So they've given us the bare minimum. It's just that you're not happy with it, which is absolutely fine. Again, to reiterate, you're allowed to be unhappy with it. It's not a problem. The problem I have is the fact that you then spread your negativity, making others question whether they should buy it, and you can't back up your answers or explain what you would do differently. That's the bit I have. If you do your if you give criticism in a constructive way, not a problem. Fine, don't care. Mr. Waffle's done it. We watched 2 reviews earlier. We watched Clyde, whatever his name is, and we watched Mr. Waffles explain their reviews of this game, and we also watched Cross do it as well. Cross is probably the most genuine out of them all. Then I would put Mr. Waffles, then I would put Clyde. Clyde just spent 20 minutes slagging the whole game off. Mate, they don't even include the guns they advertise in the expansion with. What do you mean? Yes, gamer. Yeah. I've explained that you just ain't read it. I've read loads of your comments, Karan. I mean, apologies if I missed some. You've seen me away from my computer. But again... I mean, I'm scrolling through them now. Let's go back up, shall we? Here we go. Let's go back up. I can't go any further than your comment saying because you don't defend horseshit. You got to be real with the stuff you like. So from that comment, look how empty the tower is. These are all your comments I'm going to read. Look how empty the tower is. Goddamn. You're ignoring the facts. I've cooked you. Again. I don't play Apex. I play games like Final Fantasy, Destiny, Monster Hunter, Elden Ring. Destiny was your main game. I hate on this new Destiny because I care. What you on about? We need to protest. I've been very nice about this. I feel like I've presented my argument well. I mean, essentially, all you've said is, from the last comment I can see, is that you've essentially called the game horse shit, said you hate on it non-stop, and that's it. So, again, forgive me if I don't see your point, but... So I've just gone through all your comments from the past, what, hour? Maybe less? Yeah, unfortunately, Karan, I can't see that. I must have been dealing with Kanga at the time. Which is ultimately why he left and you're still here, right? Feels like an argument with a brick wall. Yes, Kobe, go on, son. What do you mean you don't know who that is? You were literally commenting with him. You were literally saying you were going to cook me. And now you're trying to say, oh, I don't know who that was. You were literally, the pair of you were just as bad as each other. Again, I don't have a problem. Fucking hell, why can't anyone get this? I don't have a problem with your opinion. Right, I'm going to say this one last time, just so it's crystal clear for everyone. Your opinion is fine. If you feel like the game is shit, fair enough. That's your feelings. Right? The bit I hate or dislike is the fact that you come in here and probably into other streams, you just talk shit about it non-stop. You say the game's dying, etc. Then you confuse everyone by saying that you like the game, even though you're shitting on it. And then when questioned on what you would do differently, you fail to answer. You say the game's boring. Okay, what would you do differently? Silence. It's not constructive, Karan. I'm really sorry, it's just not. Kobe, honestly, it couldn't have been said much simpler, man. Like, I just... Iron, stop it. So, what do you mean, how so? I've just read through your comments from the past 45 minutes. And you've not given one bit of constructive feedback at all. And then there you go. Look, you're just be okay, fucking absolute dork. If you feel that way, then leave. Right? Again, you're saying stuff like that because you have nothing else to say. You can't back up your own argument. Oh, Barry told me off. Oh. Oh God, I'm dying. Bro, I'm on a mission to enlighten. Honestly, I don't need enlightening, man. I've been playing the game since Destiny Alpha. There's been times where I've not liked it, right? There's been times where irons don't go. I feel a 1v1 on Rust. Oh, fucking hell, Kobe, don't start. Yes, you do. You can't be enjoying this. Why can't I be enjoying this? I sat here when you and that other geezer joined and explained why I'm enjoying it. Or why I like it. Because it's just a fucking idiot. I know you're not affiliated with the other guy, but you were agreeing with him, right? You also were speaking to him. I saw your comments, right? Saying you were going to cook me, etc. Right? You were both trying to take the piss. Which I don't care. Say what you like here. I don't really give a shit. Free will. Again, his opinion wasn't valid because again, I questioned him like I'm questioning you, and he couldn't provide me with a response. So what did he do? He left. I just didn't know he was making fun of people. You didn't know he was... how can you not know? Let's be real. I wish you would, man. I wish you would. Hit me with it. Hit me with your rhythm stick. I mean, from memory, you both joined within about 2 minutes of each other, I won't lie. I'm going to lay it down to you now. Don't look away, okay? I'm not looking away. What's up, Dylan? Dylan, we're having a good old debate here. Add more strikes and nightfalls. Add variation to worlds. Okay. Remove Gambit. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean by that? Can't be removing Gambit. That's a line you do not cross, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody says remove Gambit. I love Gambit. Why, Karen? Actually, Karen, we'll ignore that for a minute. We'll ignore that for a minute. We'll come back to Gambit. We'll come back to Gambit. So, add more strikes. Add nightfalls. Okay, I'm not opposed to that. I mean, nightfalls are essentially strikes, right? So, they're one and the same thing. So, add more strikes. Fair enough. But would that really fix the game for you? Add variation to the worlds. Okay, like what? What variation? Bring back Leviathan. Why? Make exotics rare again. Fair. I fuck with that. But then, this is the problem, Karan. This is the problem. They've made the grind harder in this DLC. People are moaning. So would you really want exotics to be harder? Everything feels served on a plate. Then you've not touched this DLC, I'm afraid. To get to max power in this DLC, someone worked it out. On average, you'd have to spend about 90 hours on it. I personally don't feel like this. Everyone started at 10 light level on this DLC. I disagree with that, unfortunately. I agree with the strikes. I like strikes. Normally, I'm a strike guy. I like strikes, but I hate that battlegrounds. I don't like battlegrounds. I feel like battlegrounds and strikes together too much. Ruins the flow, right? Yeah, but user, it's not the only way you can level. We all need to, I say we, you all need to understand that doing Encore isn't the only way to level up. Can we just clarify that right here, right now, yeah? You've got other ways to level up. Right, it's the most efficient. So? That doesn't mean you have to do it, does it? Why would you not do it? Because you're moaning about it. If you're moaning about it, why would you do it? Right? There's a raid coming out. People try and get on power. They can. Do the campaign on Legendary, you'll get there. That's what they've said, right? And then you can do the world tiers on Kepler. Replace Gambit with Prison of Elders? Nah, don't replace Gambit. Again, that's the thing is though, Karen. I swear earlier you were moaning about recycled content. It might have been the other geezer. I might be wrong. You both began with a K, so it's a bit confusing. But I swear one of you said that they just recycle content. You're asking them to bring back content that we've already seen, i.e. Prison of Elders, i.e. Leviathan. That wasn't you. Bring back Prison of Elders. Prison of Elders was fun. Most weapons look very similar. Yeah, I agree with the weapon design recently has looked. I will say, since Final Shape, the weapons have looked all different, right? We had the Final Shape weapons, which all had the card display on them. We then had Echoes, which is all Vex looking weapons. Again, not had that before. Revenant was all Scorny looking weaponized stuff. And then Heresy, again, everything was different looking. So I feel like since Final Shape they've sorted it out. And then this DLC, again, weapons look completely different. Sean, you've joined just in time. Assets have to be reused or download size. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying about the vaulted content that we all, you know, most of us paid for Destiny 2, etc. Right, but you pay for the experience. We had the experience. We got our money's worth. They removed it to further improve the game. Like I say, you could imagine Destiny 2 split in the middle right now. You'd have a version where we'd still be doing the Red War, or we're in the version we're in now. I'd rather be in the version we're in now, personally. Look at the size of Sekiro. But that's a completely different game, Karam. We can't compare that. This is the problem. There's no game like Destiny to compare it to. You're 200 now. Nice, Sean. Well done. Yeah, but Under the Guns are still the same old weapon assets. They just change out a layer. I don't have a problem with that, personally. Again, I get what you're saying. I do get that it would be nice if guns looked different. But from a game developer point of view, they can't do it for every weapon. Unfortunately, we're going to have to live with the fact that some weapons look the same. Just with a different shell, right? I also miss the old aesthetics of Destiny. This game has lost its identity. I don't feel like it's lost its identity. It's a looter shooter, right? Bro, what do you mean we got Doki Doki armor? What do you mean, Doki Doki? Have you ever played Elder Scrolls Online and seen its download size compared to content? I did try Elder Scrolls Online, but I've never, I didn't fully play it. That pink animal armor stuff from last year. Can't remember. I won't lie, I generally don't know what you're on about. Again, see, if little things like this are getting on your nerves, then it's time to stop, man. Again, you're putting all this energy into a game that you like, but are just slagging off continuously. Like, you did raise some somewhat fair points in terms of more strikes. I would like more strikes. I would like strike-specific loot to come back. Now, bro, look at the MTX as well. I honestly don't know what that is. I'm really sorry. It's 350 gigabyte average and enough content to play for a year and still not complete it at all. So what are you saying, gamer? Are you saying it's too big, or what do you mean? They're rinsing people's money. If people choose to spend, yeah. Again, clarification. They put the microtransactions there. Guess what? You don't have to actually spend any money on them. But people do. Right? That's not my fault. That's not your fault. That's not Bungie's fault. If they decide to put a couple of microtransaction things out and people decide to buy them, that's on the people, man. Not them. Again, there's got to be some accountability, right? I feel like I remember you could buy the Eververse armor weekly with Bright Dust. Now it's always silver only. Again, you've got to look at it from, oh my god, Captain's here. Fuck yeah. Oh my god, Captain. Here he comes. I mean, look, again, they're a business, right? They're making a game for us all to play. It costs money. They got to recoup it somehow, right? And if that's through DLCs and microtransactions, then fair enough. Oh, Captain! I already charge 80 a year, isn't that enough? If people bought the £80 one. Again, you got to remember there's a £30 option. Even 30 is enough. Again, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel, man. I can't really do too much about that, but I personally feel for a whole year worth of content, £80, I don't feel like it's too bad personally. £30 for just the Edge of Fate and the, you know, up until Renegades, again, don't feel like that's too bad. Karan, do you cut grass? You know I can't see.
Yeah. Have you seen my unicorn
Yeah. Master of Cosmo, I'm not a Destiny hater, I just believe it could use some work just like any other game. Fair enough. I don't mind that. And just people, I'm glad people just love the game. Yeah, that's ultimately what it's all, you know, what it's all about, right? So see, Karan, there's just no need for that. Thank you, Master of Cosmo. I appreciate you following. Karan, and liking, I appreciate that. That's my point. Some workers, there's just no need for that comment. Right? There's just no need. I mean, again, from what you said, your main priorities are that they put more strikes in, remove Gambit, return the Leviathan, return Prison of Elders, and put more strikes in, I think. If that's what will fix Destiny for you, pass, man. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Captain. I'll pay you for Captain. Every game needs work. I mean, there is one game that needs absolutely no work, and that's The Witcher 3. I don't care about anyone's opinions on that. Final Fantasy set. See, Karan, you're just that's your delusion right there. I know I've just said that about The Witcher, but obviously I was joking because you can hear me. There's always things that could be improved in a game, right? Always. Witcher 3, it needs work, mate. Controls are janky. You've not played it on a PC then, pal. Witcher 3 is 10 out of 10. Oh, Captain! Captain! But that's ultimately what it comes down to, Captain, right? Essentially, none of our opinions really matter. Because none of us make games. So... Oh, Karan, I'd be careful, man. I'd be careful, the Captain. I wouldn't challenge Captain. That's worse than me. If anything, Karan, I would say you're the one who's bored. Because as soon as you've come in here, all you have done is just slate the game. You've not said one thing you like about the game from my recollection. And like I say, you've just slagged it off non-stop. And whenever anyone else has mentioned the game, you've said it, you know, it's shit, it needs more work, don't buy it, etc. You know what I mean? You like the raids and the Grandmasters. Fucking finally, Jesus Christ. Graphics, performance, gameplay, etc. If anyone thinks they can do better, then they should just go make it themselves. Master, exactly that, man. Oh, fuck mine. Like I said, I'll finish on this. Irons, that'll make it easier for you to fist me though, right? Oh, that's funny. I'm so glad I saw that comment. Fucking hell. Karan, you haven't, no. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. If you feel like you want to leave this... Captain, I appreciate that, brother. Pew! If you feel like you've won it, then fair play. But I'm going to say this to you right here, right now. You haven't. You haven't. I mean, in all honesty, you haven't laid your plan very well. You said bring back more strikes, remove Gambit, bring back the Leviathan, bring back Prison of Elders. All I want to know is, has Karan made a game before? I don't know. My point, and I've said this so many times today, it's fucking ridiculous, but my point is, if you say you don't like something, I can't take that away from you. But if you can't back it up, or you can't give me justifiable ideas to improve it, like the ball that everyone has a problem with, this DLC, everyone's got a problem with the poor little ball. If you don't like the ball, tell me what you would do differently. It's not difficult. That's just tip of the iceberg. Well, Karan, I ain't going anywhere, pal. And realistically, if it's just bringing back old shit, again, I don't feel like that's the way forward, man. I feel like they've put a good first step in. I feel like the DLC, the story was decent. I felt like the planet's decent. The planet abilities are cool because they tie in with the story, so it makes sense why they're there. The skybox is insane as always. The gunplay is sick. The new armor things are sick. The shooting range is sick. The gunsmith changes are sick. The stats are better. The weapons look different, which are nice. The game feels different as well. This was definitely... See, Karan, again, you put that comment and you don't say why. Because you've not liked it, or I personally don't even reckon you've played it. I reckon you've seen others play it and you're just feeding off of them. I reckon you've watched that Clyde geezer and you're just going, yeah, if he's saying that, then I'll copy him. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Campaign is never good. I don't know why people expect it to be good every year. Again, if you don't like it, fine. Not a problem. Tell me why. Tell me why you never like a single campaign in Destiny. Go. Yet you continue to buy them. Please tell me. My favourite game is Warframe, but it needs work. I tried Warframe and I couldn't get on with it personally. I think because I'm too into Destiny. I did like with Warframe though, I'll tell you this much. I did like that, pardon me, not that. I did like that we can go in, we're in the ship, we're in our ship. And I like that it's third person as well. Not buying for the campaign, lad. Right? Why play the campaign then? Your comment is about the campaign. If you don't buy it for the campaign, why are you mentioning it? And then you've just said Forsaken is one of the only good ones. Because you have to. You don't have to buy it. I'm pretty sure you can do Crucible and get powered all the way up. But realistically, who wants to do that? But the option's there, right? You've got choices. You don't have to buy the DLC. What talk of gear are you talking about, Yerd? See, everyone has it. Yeah, Masterman, I appreciate that. Mohammed, what is going on with Destiny after 4 years? I was so confused and bombarded. I mean, you've missed a lot, to be fair, so that is to be expected, right? He's talking about the gear boost you get for doing it. Yeah, okay, there's a gear boost for doing it on Legendary, correct. But, like I said, you don't have to do that. Yeah, if you're buying it for new content, i.e. raids, dungeon, the planet itself, then fine. If you're buying it for those reasons, that's your choice to do so, right? Quran, again, massively not a correct statement. This is it, Quran. I really don't mean this personally, but you are what's wrong with this whole thing that's going on with Destiny at the minute. You are one of the main problems with this community. I say community, I'm not a part of it. I just play the game because I like shooting aliens and getting shit out of it. but people like you and your attitude are what's ruining it, and will essentially kill the game for good at some point, because people will all jump on the bandwagon saying it's dead, it's in the worst state ever, etc. Blah 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 blah, crying about it non-stop, and not actually sitting back and playing the game and enjoying it for what it is, which is, by the way, a looter shooter. So why don't we all just take a step back, realise what it is, try not to take it all so deep, stop being so horrible, and just play the game. And if you don't want to play the game, don't play the game. Simple. Liam White, how did I find the campaign? I actually really enjoyed it. A few other mates of mine enjoyed it as well. I've spoken to a few people who have enjoyed it. I mean, I watched Cross do a live poll and over half his stream enjoyed it. I think it just depends who you speak to, Liam, if I'm completely honest. I feel like the community is split into like 3 sections. You get like the overly keen Destiny player, you then get the middle skeptical player, and then you get the person who just non-stop hates on it. I mean, Mohammed, to be fair, if you pick up a game after 4 years, you're gonna feel powerless. I don't know what else you're expecting, pal. I'm not being horrible, I'm just advising him to save his money. Yeah, but you're not advising him in a constructive way, are you? In all honesty, you're just being a knob. Excuse my blunt honesty, but... people are being overly positive about it, though. You can say what you dislike. You can... Usually, I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, to be fair. It's not written the best. I've already got it. Yes, Liam! Karan pushing his opinion as fact. Yeah, essentially, yeah. That's what he's trying to do. And he's been trying to do it for ages, but it's just sad, really. Can you say what I dislike about the DLC? Sure. Why not? I dislike the ball. I don't like the ball. That's it. Like, I feel like the ball, again, I get why it's there for a story purpose, right? It makes sense. But I just feel like there was no need for the timer. I just feel like the first part of the story just used it a bit too much. We didn't have to have it in every mission, essentially. If I were to change it, I would just remove it from certain missions. That's all. I feel like that's fair. I like the blue ball. What? Less ball? Yeah, that's fine. Again, fine. I don't have a problem with you saying you don't like the ball. A lot of people don't like it. I feel like it's a cool ability, but it does wear out a little bit. But in the second part of the campaign, once all the tutorials are done, I feel like the campaign's a lot better. Pardon me. Yeah, Karan, I had a go at you for not liking the ball, because you then proceeded to say that the game was dying and the DLC was shit, and provided no justification as to why until like 2 hours later. What would you compare this new DLC to other DLCs, or is it a different feeling? Right, everyone, I think we know what to do, right? Mohammed, I would say it was a different feeling, just because we've not had a reset like this, right? Ever since Destiny 2, what expansion was it? I feel like maybe like Shadowkeep, or even Forsaken, or even since Destiny 2 launch, we've slowly been increasing in power, right? So we got all the way up to like 2030 power, and then this new DLC we've all been put down to 10. So it's a full-on reset, and I feel like that's pretty good. It's a brand new saga, so it feels right to start everything from zero, essentially. Yeah, I see it. So I kind of joined a good time to grind it. I feel like it's a good point to play Destiny 2 right now. I personally feel that way. If you join in, if you downloaded Destiny right now, downloaded all the DLC and started with Shadowkeep and worked your way all the way up, I feel like you'd be in a pretty powerful place. Everyone's in the same position. Yes, I can understand why people don't like the fact that they've had to restart. Like, I get that. And your weapons have been soft sunsetted when they haven't. They're still, you can still use your old weapons, man. Yeah, again, don't mind if you've got a problem with the game. If you find it boring, don't play it. If you are going to share your critique of the game, I feel like you need to do it in a constructive way, because that's what this game deserves, right? You wouldn't do it to. I mean, I know you said you didn't care, but you wouldn't appreciate it if I went and left a really unjustified review on a game you really liked, or if I came onto your stream and just bombarded you saying Monster Hunter's shit, Final Fantasy 17 or whatever the fuck is shit. You just wouldn't if it was all unjustified as well. If you asked me why and I said just is, or gave really shit examples, then you're going to be a little bit annoyed. Now, mate, you're free to do all that. Well, that's where you've got a problem, Karan. I'm sorry, pal. That's not how we should. It's not how we should be going around expressing our opinions, right? Okay, explain to me the benefit of using my old hand cannon over some god roll tier 4 hand cannon. I mean, Liam's answered your question essentially. I'm just open to criticism. I'm open to it as well. I've literally sat here for nearly 3 hours, and every time one of you has said you've got a problem with it, I've asked you why and what you would do differently. If I wasn't open to criticism, I wouldn't say that. I'd be like, shut up, what are you on about? But no, I've asked you each time. I've asked Kanga, I asked all the other people. The other people haven't even responded because they can't. They just shit on this game because they've just joined the bandwagon. Yeah, but Karen, whatever the fuck, that's the whole point of this type of game, right? That's the whole point. You grind for the new, more powerful stuff. It's literally the point of the game. You don't sunset people's hard work though. But you just said everything's given to people on a plate though. Earlier you just said everything is given to people on a plate. Be a dead game if everyone just used old. Exactly, yeah. If everyone just used old. This was my problem with Destiny before Edge of Fate. I was saying that there's not enough variety in the weapons. Now that they've brought loads of weapons out and changed everything, I'm a lot more happy with it. How'd you even play this game? I just re-downloaded it and I'm confused as fuck. I mean, Shalom, whereabouts are ya? What you doing? Not my Fatebringer time lost. Yeah, you can still use it, you just won't be able to use it in like... Irons? No. I'm going to say this right now. Mrs. Talon was like a fucking Henry Hoover on one of mine. Nearly came off the fucking... It nearly came out of me. The new weapons is question is the old guns with a new banner. I disagree. Oh, hello. What auto rifle looks like this? Oh, hello. Fucking hell, Karen, man. Honestly, I'm fucking. God damn it, man. Sean, just follow the quest, man. It's not that confusing. Oh, irons, ouch. It looks like the Rufus. Oh, Liam, honestly, it's just funny now, to be honest. Like, people like this are why this game's getting cooked the way it is. Because there's just idiots like this. Again, I apologise for calling you an idiot. But... Oh, fucking my dog... Oh. Oh. Cheers, Liam, I appreciate that. Bro, you're telling me it's not looking like a fusion rifle. No, it's not looking like a fusion rifle. It couldn't look further from a fusion rifle. Another different weapon. Another different weapon. Another different weapon. It's just, I said to you, this is the point we're getting at, where there's people in the world that are dissing this game because the weapons look somewhat similar to other weapons. Like, I get that we were in a period before Final Shape where everything did look the same and that was a problem. But since Final Shape, I haven't had an issue with any of it. Frog, get my Triumph score up, buddy. Don't even know where that is, to be fair. Amen to that, Liam. Oh, look, another one. Sorry, I forgot that one. Oh, look. Another one. Look, Karan, this is the hub. This is everything we've just been saying. You can't form any valid arguments. So all you've done, and again, you can't deny this because you've just done it now. All you've done since you've been here is just be horrible to everyone that hasn't agreed with your opinion, and that's that really. That's all I can say. You unfortunately, you're just a bit of a sausage, really. Karan, what you've just said to Liam is not acceptable. Is it just me or Bonkhammer feels off this season? So Bonkhammer's been changed, Em, a little bit. Let me see if I could show you what I mean. Again, I'd also like to say, look at all the side quests you've got here. No one's talking about this. Too busy fucking moaning. Then you've got the World Tier Patrol. Like, I can't understand. Wait till you realise they all fetch and grab. Sure, Prow. Prow? Pow. Fuck's sake. Oh, god damn it. Oh well. And also, I decided to point out as well. Hello, there we go. There's these tier 4 weapons that you can get from playing the game. Karan, you haven't changed anything, pal. If anything, you've just made me want to just disagree with you more, if I'm honest. Again, no one's talking about these engrams. Wonder why, because everyone's too busy fucking moaning about a fucking ball that don't really matter. Well, Em, if you throw the hammer and it goes across the map, that's because you're throwing it off the map. I'm not sure what else I can say about that, to be honest. Like, look, I'll throw my hammer. Oh, look. And go pick it up. Oh, look. Picked it up. Not sure what the problem is then. Karan, honestly, you oh dear, dear me. Oh god. Someone said that you should throw the hammer at the feet and not their body, but I don't know. Just throw the hammer wherever you like, Em. It's up to you. I feel like the hammer's got more tracking, it's got a larger hitbox, it's got more ricochet on it, as you can see it bounce. quite a lot there. As you can see, it bounces all over the shop, which is pretty cool. Ow. Whoop. I know. I know him. I'm a Brummie? No, I'm not a Brummie, pal. Bro's acting like it's mad exciting. I know. I mean, it's 30 quid. Alright, cheer up. Just go buy it, man. If you want to try it, it's 30 fucking quid. Fuck my. I'm not gonna apologise to you, Quran. No. I have no reason to. You've come in here and all you've done is, whenever anyone's asked about the DLC, you've not been positive at all. You've been very negative. You've been not very nice, if we're completely honest. And in all honesty, I've responded with somewhat of the same energy, right? Because if you're going to speak to other people like that, it means you want to be spoken to like it. Yeah, if you don't like it, want to play, who cares? Sounds like he needs to get his money up, can't I? Yeah, he needs it back. I only spoke to Liam Lilac because he got cheeky. No, you spoke to every person who said they actually liked the DLC or put up some sort of argument. You spoke to the same way. Oh, look how far. Watch me call it back. Woohoo! Ah, I fucking love that hammer, man. Look, there's so many secrets to recover as well, by the way. Play the campaign, there's still stuff left to uncover, still secrets, still stuff to do. But, oh dear, injury. Yeah, Liam, you tell him. You do my work for me. Hold me. Oh good, I get motion sickness. That sounds like a you problem. Again. A lot of people are saying that as well, and it's like, fucking, really? Your motion sickness will turn into a fucking bowl. Cry me a river. Na 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 na. Ooh, how do I damage that? Ah, Frog, I appreciate that, pal. Thank you. I need to get that. I'm on the last 2 steps, I think. I'll get it tomorrow morning. Probably going to call it a night here. I think I've had my fill of this evening. Shall I go to sleep or humble it? Oh, Karan, honestly, pal. Ugh. I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be sick. Oh, God. You. Nobody speaks like that, you fucking wet wipe. Liam. Yeah, good night, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Sleep tight knowing that you're an absolute top G, yeah? Hey, Liam, you didn't have to send that. I appreciate it, pal. It's very kind of you. I'm not sure what it means, but I appreciate it, man. Barry gets no girls. Yeah, you're right, I don't. Got a problem with that? Barry single? Well, apparently so, sweetheart. Yeah. Barry's got a wife. Who would have thought? Fuck my. Edge of Fate is so bad. Fucking hell, we got another one. Here we go. Tell me why. I'm gonna do this all night. Wait, I'm gonna guess why it's so bad. Why, Jay? Before you tell me, I'm gonna guess why you think it's bad, right? So I'm gonna say, let me think. Oh, is it because of the ball? No way. It's because of the ball. It's because there's a little bit too many puzzles. Deary me. Oh, ball mechanic. Who would have fucking thought? Fuck my. Who would have thought? Dooby-dooby-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It's just so terrible, like the ball mechanic. Again, saying it's so terrible and saying the ball mechanic is terrible. The story is the only gameplay's so bad. How is it? Did you like the gameplay before Edge of Fate? Because it's essentially the same thing. You do know that it's still the same game that you're playing, right? Boo-hoo, you had to be a ball for a little bit. Gameplay was top tier. It's the same. What do you mean it was top tier? It's the same game, brother. The guns shoot the same. I don't understand the gameplay being arsed, to be honest. I'm sorry. The one thing I will say actually that's just come to mind, speaking of guns, is I don't like that there's no hit markers. I don't know if that's a setting they've turned off in my settings, but I like my hit markers. Just another WYA, this game has regressed. I disagree that we all got scammed, but if you feel that way, I'm sorry. I feel like a lot of people don't feel like they got scammed. If you feel like you got scammed, again, I'm sorry, but ultimately, you didn't get scammed. They told you what you were buying, they showed you what you were buying, and guess what? You bought it, you didn't like it, unfortunately. Didn't mean you got scammed. %98% of people feel they do. 98% is just massively incorrect though, isn't it, really? You're saying that, let's say, however many people play in this game, you're saying that there's about maybe 250 or 150 people that actually enjoyed it. There would be more people that would enjoy this DLC, but they're getting frightened off of it because there's people not criticising the game correctly how they should. They're just saying the game's shit and not giving a full, honest review on it. Ah, Louise is off it. Anomalies. Door, how do you increase your power level? Have you done the campaign? YJ Duffy, fuck my. Captain, how am I liking? I really like the auto rifle, man. I think it's class. I needed something that was solar that killed enemies quicker because I need that fire sprite for the hammer. So I really like this auto. No, not yet. Do it. I would recommend playing the campaign on legendary difficulty. That would get excuse me, that would get you between 130 and 150. So do the Edge of Fate campaign first, that'll power you up nicely. Once I do it, that will increase it. Yeah, of course. Like Barry right now, he's losing his brain cells, having to turn into a ball constantly. How am I turning into a ball constantly? I turned into a ball once. Again, people like you, unfortunately, are the ones actually ruining this game, right? Let's not get that twisted. It's not the actual DLC or anything like that. It's people that can't review this thing properly and just share their shit feelings on it that then put other people off. No game is perfect. This game isn't perfect. However, that doesn't mean that you get the shit on it. It's not how that works. So seeing someone get scammed is... They're not getting scammed though. You're an idiot if you think that. Again, truly sorry to call you an idiot, but you just are. If you feel you got scammed, but you made the decision to buy this DLC based off of what you were told by Bungie, right? They haven't missold you anything. There's no misadvertising or anything like that. You've purchased this DLC. You've not liked it, unfortunately, which is unfortunate, of course. And now you're slagging it off. The DLC's been out for 2 days. We haven't even got the raid yet. So you can't really comment on the state of the game right now. We don't know what the proper end game loop is going to be. It might be just grinding the raid non-stop. Could be. But you haven't been scammed. Again, to clarify. If you buy it, you don't like it, tough titties. That's like you buying a bag of fucking Haribo sweets, eating the sweets, not liking them, and saying you got scammed. When in hindsight, you just bought a bag of sweets and didn't like it. You're not speaking facts though. That's the thing. You're not. Anyone who says they got scammed by buying this DLC, I'm really sorry. You're just not very bright, unfortunately. But hey ho, is what it is, right? Nobody's playing content on the second day. You don't know that though. Get man some for good reminder. Again, they're playing that, YJ, because they can't be asked to actually put some effort in and go through the world tiers. Everyone's feeling like they have to run Encore to get to the max power. Guess what? You don't have to run it. If you've completed the, because they're worried about the raid. If you've completed the legendary campaign, you are raid ready. You are gear ready for the raid. End of. So the fact that people are now going into Encore to grind for the grade A rewards because they feel like they have to. If they feel like they have to, then they're just unfortunately idiots as well. Because there's so many other ways to level up. You could do Crucible, you could do solo ops, you could do strikes, you could do Gambit, you could do Onslaught, you could do all these other things that are, by the way, still in the game to go and do. Yes, it's not part of the new DLC, but guess what? You can still go do them and level up. Or you can do the world tiers, like the DLC is made, that they've made the DLC for you to go do the world tiers and get the loot from there. Anyone who feels like they have to do Encore is, again, I'm really sorry, but exactly, yeah, again, like I've just said though, some of the things I mentioned aren't in Edge of Fate, which is fine. Just like some of the things weren't in Final Shape, like some of the things weren't in Witch Queen, etc. They're the core playlist to this game that everyone will revert to once they've done with the DLC, right? People can't be done with the DLC after 2 days because essentially there's so much left to do. There's so many quests, there's so many triumphs left to do. All the reward passes have got to be done. There's too much to do on Kepler, right? And you can level up that way. Like, look, albeit I'm only 139, right? Throughout this entire stream, I've not really played the game. All I've done is complete the story. There's people at 220 who have been sweating for hours and hours and hours doing Encore over and over and over again, putting themselves through misery for no reason. Jason Williams, thank you. Again, why is everyone saying DLC costs 80? If you've chosen to pay £80, again, keyword. What's up, Ray? We're just having a good old debate here. I'm dying here, I'm not gonna lie. YJ, but don't play it, YJ. Yeah? Don't be. You're being, again, I called you an idiot, and you're just proving it. You didn't like the DLC, which is unfortunate. Yet, just don't play it then, pal. Do you know what I mean? Just don't play it. And then don't ridicule other people for actually enjoying it just because you couldn't enjoy it for whatever reason. Right? Like, people are even going as far as to moan at this. People are moaning about the map. Fucking hell. What do you mean? YJ, what do you mean you? Exactly, yes. If you paid £80 for the Ultimate Edition and you're moaning, it's Jason. Fucking hell. Exactly that, Ray. Exactly that. I personally feel like it's too soon to give any opinions on this. If you want to give an opinion on a campaign, by all means, feel free to do so. In terms of as the DLC as a whole, it's way too early, and it's not fair at all.
All done, all done.
DLC's been out 2 days. You clear never got praised, oh dear.
Checks out. Carry on.
Right, to be fair, there's been a few. We had OJ earlier, who showed some logic. We've had Dummy, we've had Captain,
What do you need?
etc. So all of them have been reasonable. It's just that we've had a few sausages.
Bye.
Kanga has been very reasonable. No, he hasn't. Kanga has been an absolute wet wipe throughout this. And fucking hell, Ray, that's savage. To be fair. Oh. There'll always be Destiny haters, man. I just think it's just unwarranted, man. I just don't see that. I've never seen such a so much hate for no reason, like out of nowhere.
Do you have news? Hello, Guardian.
Again, no one's commenting on this for the weapons. You don't have to use an engram anymore. You can just use Glimmer and some cores.
Farewell.
I was talking about how good that is. I feel like that's a pardon me, I feel like it's good. Kanga was giving fair criticism, just like me, just ignoring it and then abusing us. What? How was his criticism fair? The game's shit. Great. But you can't get triple perks. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about that, Ray, to be fair. I think if you want a certain weapon for something, then I feel like that's a good way of getting them. It is, mate. No, well, you're obviously an idiot as well, then. Again, you're just outing yourselves as
I don't
idiots.
care that you have strikes to get. The Crucible beckons, Guardian. Will you answer?
think you're a bit... Exactly that, Ray, and I've said that so many times throughout this whole 3.5 hour stream. I've not had one person throughout the entire time give a justified answer. I questioned Kanga, didn't respond. Also questioned Karan. Where's Karan? Verbally abuse her. Oh dear. The thing is though, you're asking for it though, because you've come in here. You think a fair argument is me. Let's role play, right? So here's me. Hey Barry, Destiny 2, Edge of Fate shit. Why is that? Because it's shit. You're an idiot then. That's how it's been the entire stream. Mayhem! Edge of Fate is great, finally. Finally! No mate, you called us racial slurs. Yeah, like what? Go on. What did I say, YJ? No way did you just put that in that Twitch chat. There's no way you put that in that Twitch chat. Jason Williams, I appreciate you following, sir. If people are hating on them, tell it to grow up and get an idea. To be fair, I've been asking Mayhem, sorry. And they just can't respond, man. 2 of them have rage quit. That R word. Yeah, Captain, that one. Mrs. Tanner likes it for some reason. I thought it was like a down sit. Oh no! No. Everyone just ignore YJ. I didn't say that. You didn't give me any ideas, YJ. You literally gave me no ideas. Karan gave a couple, but they were just recycled stuff. So again, not really his own ideas. No, I didn't call you that. Hey, Mayhem, that's wild, brother. Right, whoa. Look. I'll end it here. Everyone that's come, I'm just going to say this right now. Everyone that's come in here and has tried to slag this game off, they've all quit. I've not been able to really provide any justifiable answers. Why is the tower so empty? Because I'm standing in the hangar, you absolute sausage. And also, again, people are out playing the DLC, so they're not in the tower, they're on Kepler. So, there's that, I guess, as well. No, because it's dead. Yep. The game is dead. Hang on. I hardly... No one playing the game. Okay, yep. Yep, you're right. No one's playing the game. The game's dead, man. You're right. It's so dead that I'm still able to play the game right now and run around. For a live service game, that's really weird. Final shape of tower was jam-packed. I disagree. First couple of days people are going to get into final shape. Secondly, different era of Destiny, isn't it? Right? A lot of people jumped on because they wanted to see how the game ended. And then they turned off. Simple as.
Everything depends on event.
Oh, Ray, I don't know about that. I don't think that's a good idea. That's what it's not empty though, YJ. Empty would mean that I'm the only person here. But there's X amount of people here, as you can see. And this is a UK server. So it's currently midnight where I am. So there's not a lot of people that are going to be playing Destiny 2 on a Thursday evening. Apologise to who? Who? Nah, you're alright, pal.
How can I help?
Not a UK server, but like UK fucking whatever it is. Oh my god, there's someone called Kiwi here. Oh my god. I know, that's what I was about to say. I found someone called Kiwi. Hello there. Say sorry? No. Nothing to apologise for. So this is a problem, man. Apologise to that Karen guy then. No. No. I've got nothing to apologise for. If anything, you should all be apologising to me. You all joined here. I know I sort of like welcomed you in, essentially, by the title of the stream, but whatever. But it's not my fault. I, dismantled your arguments and your points. Unfortunately, I'm edging my fate right now. Yeah, boy. You said he was a good guy, though. No? I said he brought up maybe like one tiny good point. Well, it wasn't even a good point. He somewhat answered my question. But anyway, Captain, thank you as always, sir. Irons, thank you as well. I know I've ignored you guys today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Thank you, Mrs. Talent. I appreciate that. Captain is a fraud. Captain is definitely not a fraud, YJ. I think final message is, if you're going to feedback on a game, do it properly and don't be a melt.